So trains used to separate. I've not entered train before. The guy was black. I'm very sure he was Nigerian. It looks like those people that they would call Femi. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So here's how it went down yesterday. Here is my BRP. I picked up my BRP. I haven't even opened it yet. I haven't had the time. I just picked it up, put it in my bag and came straight down to Norwich. Let's open my BRP together. If undelivered, please return to returns units. Branch manager, Charles Street, Ekwande, Efosa, with Ella. Am I going to just tear this? Okay. Some persons got SIM card while applying for their visa. Why didn't I get SIM card? Why? Now I'm going to get my SIM card today. Residence permits. It's the same picture in my visa as on the residence permits. Valid until 5th of March. Place and date of issue UK on the 9th of December. Students leave to enter. Work 20 hours maximum in 10 time. So while school is on session, I can only work for 20 hours. Wow. It's already getting dark. It's 3 p.m. It's already dark. I'd have gone earlier, but it was raining, it was drizzling, and now it has stopped, and now I can go out to pick up my to buy my SIM card. I'll say the only stressful part of this journey was the train station. Moving from one location to another location, searching for the train. If you want to use the train, I'd advise you to just go to your train station, get there like an hour before, so that you can be sure of which train you're taking, the entrance, the exit. Just be sure of all those things. Get there early, because sometimes your train may be cancelled and you can join an earlier train. That was what happened to me. I booked a train for 2:14 or 2:40 p.m. and I ended up using a train that was leaving at 2 p.m. So yeah, the train that I booked for 2:40, it was cancelled. Well, because I went there earlier, the lady there just told me to join the 2 p.m. train. So it's best to go earlier. Just get to your train station earlier and you're good to go. The only stressful part was carrying my big box down the stairs, up the stairs. I'm just really glad I carried only one box, just one. Imagine people that carried 3 big boxes. I can't even imagine. So I had my backpack and I had my big box, then the small carry-on luggage. I didn't really carry loads, but that big box was 22 kg, and carrying that 22 kg up the stairs down, it was stressful. There was one point when I was carrying the big box. When I carried that box, I imagined myself how I looked carrying that box. I looked just like Akin, that's Akin's meme. Remember that meme when Akin's dragging his box and squeezing his face? That was just exactly what I could picture myself looking at. And it was just funny. I laughed at myself and I carried my box. I carried the box downstairs first, and I went back to carry the second one because I was already stressed. So I couldn't just start carrying one box and the other, the hand luggage and everything. I left one up first, carried one downstairs, I went back, picked up the second one. Actually, the people here are quite friendly. They are friendly, they are nice. Because there was a point I was going down the stairs, and as usual, I dropped one hand luggage. I dropped my small hand luggage, and I was taking my box downstairs. And one girl just walked up to me. I was like, "Oh, you're tired, right? This looks heavy." And I was like, "Yeah." Then she just helped me carry the hand luggage I dropped down. So yeah, she just helped me carry my hand luggage downstairs, and I carried my box and my backpack. Carrying my box and the hand luggage anytime I needed to go through any stairs, that was the only stressful part, I think. And then inside the train, oh my god, carrying the box inside the train, it was also stressful. But anyways, that was the only stressful part. I enjoyed every part of my trip, and that was my first time getting in a train. I've been planning to use the train in Lagos in Nigeria, but I don't know, I just couldn't do it. What even happened that I couldn't do it? Like, there was a time I was very serious with that thing. I want to take the train from Lagos to Ibadan because they said the train station there is also cool, it's efficient. I was really planning to use the train there, but I didn't, and I had my first train ride here, and it was cool. It was cool. I don't know how they do verifications here, or they just don't do verifications, because the only time they verified my train ticket was when I was leaving Manchester Airport to Manchester Piccadilly. That was the only time I showed them my ticket. Hey loves, so I arrived at Manchester Airport and then I took a train from Manchester Airport down to Sheffield. I'd booked my train while I was still in Nigeria. The train had a stopover at Manchester Piccadilly first when it was time, because for my ticket it was different times. There was a time for Manchester Airport down to Manchester Piccadilly, and then another time slot for Manchester Piccadilly down to Sheffield. I actually noticed that it was only at the Manchester Airport that these guys checked my tickets, because when I was entering the train to Sheffield from Manchester Piccadilly, I didn't see anybody to show my ticket to. There was nothing to check. I just got in the train like that and that was it. My cousin said it's because over here they trust more, so like they expect that for you to want to get in the train, you should have a ticket. Well, so when I got to Sheffield, there were taxis just outside the train station. So I took a taxi from there with my luggage, or my luggages. I took a taxi from there to the post office to get my residence permit, my BRP, because I picked the post office in Sheffield, the one in Charles Street. I didn't want to pick the one in my school because as at the time I was filling my visa application, I wasn't really sure when my traveling date was going to be, and my school had announced that they were going on holiday on the 23rd. Well, at that time, I wasn't sure I would be in the UK by 22 or 23rd. So, to be on the safe side, I just filled the post office in Charles Street for my BRP pickup, and that's actually better. So, I took a taxi from the train station to the post office. That cost me £6.30, and I was able to make payments with my dollar card. Because before leaving, I had activated my UBA dollar card. Though UBA charged me so much just for a transaction of £6.30, UBA charged me like $5 out of that. I don't know why. I didn't spend up to $12 from that card. I loaded my prepaid dollar card with just a few dollars because I know I would need dollar for the taxi. I would need dollar for trolley, but I didn't even need it for trolley because my load was just very easy to carry, so I didn't really need it for trolley. I thought I would need it for maybe my layover flight in case I want to buy food, but our layovers weren't that long, so I didn't really use it. I only needed it for my taxi payments, and it worked anyways. It worked. So going from the Sheffield train station to to the post office at Charles Street, that cost me £6.30. Then I picked up, the taxi driver waited, nice guy. He waited for me with my luggage in his taxi, and I got in the post office. We didn't really take time, we didn't spend time. I just told him I'm here for my BRP, and he asked for my passport. I gave him my passport, and he brought out my BRP. Just that easy. Then I got back in the taxi and it took me back to the Sheffield train station. That was £5 something. It wasn't up to £6 this time. I paid with my dollar card again. Then when I got back to Sheffield, my next train from Sheffield to Norwich was for 7 past 7 in the evening. Because when I was booking these things back in Nigeria, I wasn't really sure how fast the whole process was going to be. I thought that at the airport we may take time with the whole immigration, then getting our luggages. I just imagined maybe 4 hours at the airport, but it didn't even take that long at all. It didn't take that long. It didn't take me 1 hour, and I was done with immigration. I was done with my luggages. So I got back to Sheffield train station at like 4, and now I had to wait from 4 till 7. That was too long. That was just too long. And the train from Sheffield to Norwich, because I had to come to Norwich, I have family here in Norwich. So the train from Sheffield to Norwich was 4 hours. Meaning my cousin was expecting me to be here at 11 because my train was for 7. But when I got back to Sheffield at 4, I just carried my luggages and went to where I was going to enter my train coming to Norwich. And when I got there, they were announcing a train going to Norwich from Sheffield. It was exactly the ticket I had, Sheffield to Nottingham, because we were supposed to stop at Nottingham first. So Sheffield to Nottingham and then Nottingham to Norwich. It was exactly my route, but it wasn't the time. It wasn't my time slot. But at that point, I couldn't wait again. I just actually asked one of the officials there. I asked one lady if I could join this one, if I could join this 4 p.m. train. And she said it's the same place the train is going to, but it's not exactly my time slot, so I should like wait for my time slot. Oh, at that point, I wasn't ready to wait again. I wasn't ready to wait at all. Then she said she saw there was a lady, like maybe a coordinator inside the train. So she said I should go and ask that lady if I could join. When she was done telling me that, she turned and she left. Okay, so now I'm by myself. I just carried my box. And I went into the train and I went to sit down gently. Because I didn't even see the woman they said I should go and ask if it was okay to. I didn't see her, I didn't see anybody. So if it was a wrong move, maybe they will come and meet me. Because at least I had my tickets to the same place we were going to, and the train wasn't filled up. So I got in the train, and actually when I got in the train, thank God the lady was going around and asking that everyone going straight to Norwich to get up and follow her to the part of the train at the front, like the very first section of the train. You know, the trains are like divided into different sections. So she said everyone going straight to Norwich, if Norwich was your last bus stop, get up and follow me. When I heard the announcement, when she was saying everybody going to Norwich, get up, I thought maybe that was the point they want to catch me, that I'm not supposed to be in this train. But no, she was actually coming to save us. So she said everyone going straight to Norwich, get up and follow her. So we all moved down to the first section of the train. If she didn't do that, the train was supposed to separate. So like this is a full long train. One part will separate, and then the one going to Norwich will be on its own. So trains used to separate. I've not entered a train before, so I don't know. Imagine there was no announcement. I was not listening. That's how that train will carry me to, I don't know, anywhere. Just take me to somewhere very far. Man, using a train, one has to be very attentive, be there on time, like, you know. So anyways, we moved forward to the parts going to Norwich, and yeah, I don't know how many hours ride that was, because I slept. Then when we got to the final bus stop, we all came down, and then I started asking the officials working there how I could get to. I told them the address I was coming to, how I could get to the address, and you know, they explained that I could take a taxi just outside. So when I just got outside, I just took a taxi from outside Norwich train station. It's not Norwich. They said it's not Norwich, that the W is silent. So Norwich train station, and I took a taxi from there. But at that point, my battery was even dead. Like I had 1% on my 2 phones, like down. I couldn't charge my phones. I couldn't charge my power bank because I didn't get the charging spot at the train station. The only time I charged my phones and power bank were inside the plane. Yeah, that's all, just in the plane. Then Wi-Fi, there was no Wi-Fi, so I couldn't even contact my cousin that was coming to meet in Norwich. So at that point I knew I just had to like figure out a way. So I took the taxi from the train station straight to my cousin's house. They were so surprised. Because they wasn't expecting me. I got here at, I think, just barely 9. Yeah, 9. I was supposed to be here at 11 if I had used the right bus that I was supposed to use. But look at me. That night, my cousin only went outside to empty the trash, and the next thing is hearing somebody shouting, hello, hello. So I just basically carried myself from Nigeria down to my cousin's place here as a big girl that I am. It was fun. I enjoyed the whole trip. The only stress, like I said, the only stressful part was carrying my box, the big box. Now I know why most people get that other kind of box that like this is how the box is. It's like this, and then the tires can go in any direction, so that when you're just inside the train, you can carry your box in between that tiny walkway. But mine wasn't like that. I had to carry my own box. The tires were just one direction. I could just move it one way. So I had to carry my box in between those lines. That was a stress, but it was all good. It was all good. My point of entry. My point of entry was so sweet. It was just smooth. When we got down from the plane, there was no much queue. I think we got there at 8 in the morning. It was just passengers from my plane that were at the airports, that were at the point of entry that morning. So it was very, very easy and very smooth. And the guy that talked to me, the guy that asked me questions and stamped my passport, the guy was black. I'm very sure he was Nigerian. It looks like those people that they would call Femi. When I walked up to him and he asked me where I was coming from, and I said Nigeria. The next thing he said was, Nigeria. I'm like, okay, you know what's up. So I gave him my passport and he looked at it. Then I was with my file, my full file. Then he now looked at me and my file and said, "Oh, you came prepared." I said, "Yes, very, very ready. I'm ready for you guys." But we basically just laughed. It was more of gisting than interview. It was like, "So what are you here for?" I said my master's for schooling. Then where are you going to? I said Sheffield. What else did he ask me? I don't think he didn't ask for my BRP letter. He asked for my CAS. Yeah. So I brought out my CAS. I gave him my CAS. Then he saw the fees that was paid already and what was left. So then he asked how am I paying the rest. I told him that I've initiated my Form A, so very soon I was gonna get to the school. I think that was just all. Oh yeah, he asked me what I did in my bachelor's, and I said microbiology. And now I'm coming to the public relations. Like there's no relation. So his next question was now why the switch? How does it relate? Then I told him after my bachelor's I became self-employed. I'm a fashion designer, and public relations is more beneficial to my career than microbiology. So yeah, it relates more to my career than my bachelor's. Easy peasy. So just gisting. I feel like that point of entry is all about your countenance, your confidence. Like just be relaxed. Don't look scared or unsure of anything. I mean, you're sure of yourself. You got a visa. You're legally entering the country, so you're not doing anything illegal. So just be free. It doesn't even mean that I was asking him questions. When he was done asking me, I started asking him. And I asked him that this weather that I'm feeling, this temperature I'm feeling within this airport, is this what I'm dressed for? Like, look at what I'm wearing. I want 3 clothes at the same time, 3 clothes at once. So I was like, this can't be what I'm dressed for. He now looked at me and laughed. He said, don't worry, when you step out of here, that's when you know you're dressed for something. So we just laughed, we just chatted, and he stamped my passport and said, welcome to the UK. And I said, thank you. And he said, enjoy your stay. And I said, thank you, you too, enjoy your... I don't know. So that was it. So that was it at the point of entry. And so far, it's all good. I love the serenity of this place. I love how calm, how quiet it is. Oh my gosh, it's so quiet. So quiet. I barely hear any noise. Generator noise. If not for anything, for that generator noise, I'm out of it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm not hearing any generator noise. It's so quiet. And it's getting dark again. This is just past 3. Look at outside. Outside is already dark.
It's dark already outside.
Right now it's 6 degrees out there. It's quite cold, so I'm all dressed. Throughout my whole application, there's this Telegram group I'm in that really helped me with the whole application process. Like, I didn't use an agent at all from A to Z of this whole process. School application, documents needed, visa application, flights, like everything. That group was really helpful for me, and there were so many. There are 2 Telegram groups that I really gained from the awaiting visa group. That's like over 20. I think we're over 26,000 people in that in that group. There are so many. Obviously, not everyone is awaiting a visa or trying to leave, but maybe they're just there for information. Because, like me, I've been in that group since 2020. Yeah, since 2020, 2021, 2022. Like, I've just been there gathering information, getting myself ready. I have to tell you that this wasn't just one day's work. this has been a long time coming. So yeah, that group, awaiting visa group, and there's this other one, the Sheffield group. So we're just 3,000 people thereabouts in this group. This was very helpful for me. Yeah, these 2 people in the group, I usually just dropped information. Like, this was so much information. In fact, at this point, I can even tell myself to an agent because I know so much about the process now. One, his name is Mr. Simi, and then there's Mr. Isaac on the group. 2 of them, they really dropped information. So much information. The whole process, they're really helpful. And seeing how we are many in that group, when we go to the airport, we're like 6 of us that linked up when we go to the airport. We just be like, are you in that Telegram group? Say yes. It was really nice. I mean, coming to the country and knowing nobody, but then you're able to link up with someone from the group, even if you've never met before, you've never talked, but at least we're all newbies together. Let's share our newbie ideas. It was cool.
They call me Gen Z.